The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Blue 60. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, double right.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Ready. Ancient data. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Man out.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here comes Amendola. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion.
Marvin Jones, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 39 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at
So out now come the Cardinals. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Go, go. 51 the mic. Watch the car.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Johnson running left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 34.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big time.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Omaha, ready to move.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Stafford. James has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Get that! Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
From the gun, here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's James. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go again.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Cut. 51. Right. 51. Come on. You better bring it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to go back to Clay that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. You want the sack? You want to go to base? Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They run with Logan. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Quarterback, hey, easy. Don't get nervous.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
March 43. March 43.
Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darius Philon there on the tackle. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Mike 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Trying to get it to Clay that time. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Yo. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Bandit.
Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run it here with Logan. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, let's go. Watch the run. Watch that. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Set. Get the flag. 51. Ricky. Henry. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Switch up. Mike 51.
From the gun, Murray. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 50, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now Murray off play action. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is Logan. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strong roll. I'm coming after you.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
13, fellas, 13, watch 13.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 53-yard.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stafford now to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Murray now on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Logan. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
You go set. Get a 20. Hey, 5-0.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Murray again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in